Welcome back to another episode of the Grow Your Daycare podcast. My name is Christina Rizakos, and I am here to help you with your online marketing strategy. So, if you are listening to me and you are a preschool owner, after school program director, maybe you are running a home daycare out of your home, or you may even be running a bigger center and you're feeling as though online marketing is just so difficult to understand, you are in the right place. I help providers with online marketing, paid traffic, as well as social media. And in today's video, I wanted to focus on a marketing strategy, what that is exactly, and then how to fix it if it's broken. Okay. So I have my little fancy board right here over on Canva because I really want you guys to visualize what this looks like, because I get asked from members inside our communities or some of my clients, they might say stuff like, well, how do I market? Like, what does that include? What am I supposed to be doing every single day? And how do I know if it's working, right? Or if I've been doing it for like a couple of days and it's not working, should I switch something? So I decided to put this video together for you guys this week so that you can clearly see how not I want to say complicated, but how developed a marketing strategy, like what it looks like, all the pieces, right? As you can see, there's a lot of pieces. And then also how to go in and diagnose, which I think is more important, to go in and diagnose if things are not working out well. Okay. So marketing strategy, knowing exactly what to do every single day, knowing how to leverage all these platforms that we have, and knowing how to make this work for you. So if that's something you want to learn a little bit more about, keep watching. So when we're talking about marketing strategies and we're thinking about our centers, the first thing you want to think about is your offer. Okay. So the base of any marketing strategy, whether you're running like a daycare, a home daycare, if you're selling soap, like I don't care what you're selling, the focus has to be primarily on the offer. Like, what is it that you are selling? Okay. So before you put any type of strategy together, you need to get clear on that. Why should someone say yes to me versus my competition? Why should someone send their child to my preschool versus, go to school a little bit earlier? Like, I know a lot of you guys are coming into this issue where a lot of the schools are taking in 4-year-olds, right? So you really have to get clear on what makes your program different, better, unique, how you fill in the gap in your community, what types of things are you offering that your competitors necessarily don't or won't, and really just hone in on that. Okay. Once you get clear on your offer, then it's time to kind of put all your marketing pieces together. So the first thing you want to think about is traffic, because I don't care what type of business you own. If people don't know that you exist, if they can't find you, then it's not going to be good. Like, you're not going to have good results. Okay. So traffic is so important, and you don't need to invest in paid traffic if you're not ready to do so. In fact, I didn't even write it on my little board here because for most of you, you're not quite ready to invest in paid traffic, and that is fine. But you always have to think about traffic when it comes to eyeballs. Like, how can someone take notice? How is a mom and dad supposed to know that I exist, right? And obviously, there's a few things that you should be doing. Okay, a few touch points that you have to have in place. The first is no secret is your website. Okay, so you need to have a website. We're not wasting our time thinking that all I need is a Facebook page, because I know a lot of people think, well, I'll just post on my business page on Facebook or on my personal page and I'm good. No, get yourself a website. It's going to help you so much. When you are ready to invest in ads, it just looks more professional. It'll help you with organic search on Google, right? When someone is typing up a certain keywords, your website might get picked up. So it's really important that you have a website that is mobile friendly, that is optimized, that has the right messaging on it, right? The goal of the website is to get people to, once they find your website, you want them to know within the first few seconds why they should say yes to you. Okay. So it's really important that you kind of take the time and put this together, and do yourself a favor and really just invest in a website, hire someone to do it yourself, but just think about all the important pieces that a website has so that when a mom and dad is searching, they'll get all the information as soon as they land on your website. Okay. The other thing is online search. So again, this is Google. Think about yourself when you're trying to find something online. Nobody is going to Facebook and asking a question, right? Everybody goes to Google, right? We Google things. So it's no different for a mom and dad that's searching for childcare. They want to know what types of centers or programs are around their area and their community. And you have to make sure that you have the right keywords on your website so that Google can find your website and kind of bring it up on the search, okay? There's local SEO, making sure that, again, your website is found on local search engines. And that's also really important as well, and free, which is great. Another touch point that you probably have, social media platforms. So you don't have to be on all the platforms. Like I work with clients sometimes that want to be on TikTok, on YouTube, on this. No. Let's just start with Facebook and Instagram. And then if you master those and you're getting really good results, and you feel comfortable kind of branching out and, connecting with people on another platform, you can. For the most part, I would say 99% of my clients, all they have is Facebook and Instagram, and that is fine. Okay. The messaging on your platforms is so important because, again, if you're not ready to be paying for ads, one of the things you have to have in your strategy is, okay, I have Facebook and Instagram. What am I posting? So you have to have a strong content strategy filled with educational, engaging content that a mom and dad is going to take notice as they are scrolling, and they're going to take the time to read, to follow, to engage with you. Okay. And also there's partnerships and referrals, collecting reviews, testimonials, things like that. So that is where you start with your marketing strategy, putting all these pieces together. And again, if you've never done this before, if you're just starting out, or if you're thinking of kind of editing or tweaking what you're doing now, this is going to take you some time, okay? Because putting a website together, making sure you've done your keyword research, making sure that everything is optimized on your website, reaching out to other businesses and creating partnerships, mastering social media content creation. These are all things that super important when you put them all together, right? But they do take time. So once you are good with all of that, then your goal, the goal of all these touch points is, number one, to get eyeballs on your business. But number two is to get that person that is reading or following you or on your website to take the next step. And for your case, it's booking a visit or getting on your email if you're already fully booked. Okay. So you have to be able to call them to an action. So on your website, you may want to have, a pop-up form, or you may want to automate your calendar so someone can just choose a time and a date to come visit. For most of you, it really is just done organically. So someone might send you a message on social media or send you a text over on WhatsApp. So you need to have a strong sales process. So that is the second part of your marketing strategy. You need to be able to think to yourself, okay, I'm getting all this traffic, all these eyeballs on all my platforms. They're taking the next step and they are asking for a visit. Now is when I need to get real good at selling my services. Okay. And if you're like most childcare business owners out there or childcare providers, you don't see yourself as someone that sells. You love what you're doing and you love working with the kids. It's something you've always wanted to do, but you don't necessarily see yourself as a salesperson. And, if you're feeling like that, trust me, most of my clients feel the same way, but you are in sales because you're selling your services, you're selling your expertise. So you have to get real good at selling, right? All these things that you're doing up here are going to lead you to this right here, booking a visit and then taking these people through your tour process. Okay. And once you do that and you do a good job, then you get your enrollment. And then you just keep doing all of this, rinse and repeat over and over and over. And you see, the more you do this, you're going to start to see where the holes are in your strategy, right? So how you would fix an issue with your marketing strategy is taking every single piece of your marketing engine apart and really tracking. So if you start with your traffic points, now this is considering that you have honed in on your offer, you know what you're offering and you're good with that. The next thing is start looking through your touch points. If you feel as though people still don't know you exist and you're posting and you've done everything on your website and you feel as though people still don't know that you exist, I would strongly suggest you go back and you start tracking your analytics on your website. So are people seeing it? Are they clicking? How many seconds are they staying on your website? So these are things that you should be doing in the back end or you can definitely hire someone to do this to make sure that your website is found on Google, okay? On online search, or when someone is searching for something childcare related in your community, okay? So the other issue a lot of people have is, well, I'm posting, but still no one comments, okay? So the first thing I want you to consider is that if you're only leveraging Facebook and Instagram and you're only posting once a week, it's really not doing anything for your business, okay? If you're not ready to invest money in paid traffic, you need to be able to invest time in creating content for your platforms consistently every single day, leveraging posts, graphics, reels, videos, going live, updating your stories over on Instagram. These are all important things. And yes, organic social media, it takes longer, but it does work. But it does take longer because these platforms, they thrive on consistency. So what I would suggest is, if you feel that you're posting, but it's not really getting you anywhere, no one's liking, your pages haven't grown, you don't see anybody, sending you messages or booking visits, then I would invite you to go into your insights through your meta suites and to check, am I really posting every day? What type of content is resonating with the people that are following my page? Is my page, its reach, is it actually growing or not? And if you feel as though it's not, it's because you're probably not posting enough, or you're not just consistent with your messaging and what you are saying. So I promise that if you begin posting every single day, within a month or two, when you go back to track your data, you'll see that your reach will get so much greater, okay? And partnerships and referrals. Again, if you feel like no one knows you exist, and no local businesses know that your daycare exists, then you need to really think about how many people have you reached out in terms of creating those partnerships. How many people have you emailed, called, or even just visited, okay? Referrals is the same thing. This really does matter. Doing something once and hoping it works, it doesn't work like that, okay? So once you've done that and you're all good with that, and you see people are coming through their booking visits, and they're coming through your sales process, we know that your engine up until this point is working great. So let's say you're booking visits and people aren't showing up. Very, very popular mistake. What I would suggest is think about your notifications, or your the way you're booking your appointments. Are you doing this with like an app, or is it something that you just text somebody on the spot? And just think about how you can make sure that you are reminding these people to come and visit, okay? Are you promising something if they show up at a specific time? Are you promising maybe you'll give them a discount, or, you know what I mean? Try to figure out how you can get these people to come in when they say they are going to come in for a visit. And again, I would include things like texts, promotions, and reminder emails, right? The more you can, I think the better it is. People are inundated with emails and texts and this and that. So at this point in time, I don't think anyone's going to tell you, hey, stop emailing me or stop texting me, right? But you need to keep reminding them, and always get that confirmation. That's so important. I think of my dentist when I have an appointment for my kids, for example, and I book the appointment and then I completely forget. And then she'll send me a text a couple of days before, and then a text the day after, and then someone will call me if they see that I haven't replied. So keep reaching out to these people that have shown interest and that have booked a visit with you, okay? So once you're done that, and these people are in your program, are in your space, and you're bringing them through your tour process, and you feel that, let's say, for example, you've booked 5 visits the last couple of weeks and no one signed up, then it's time to revisit your sales process, because clearly you don't have a problem with traffic or getting them to commit to a visit, but you have a problem closing the deal. You have a problem selling your services, right? And this can easily be fixed by asking for feedback. So I teach all of my clients, I teach them how to do this. I strongly encourage them to do this because I think it is so valuable and underused by a lot of childcare business owners. Having some type of form, you can either email out or text to them with a few questions and asking for feedback. What did you think about our visit? Why did you decide to sign up? Why didn't you decide to sign up? Was there something in our program or in the actual physical environment that kind of turned you off or made you go a different direction, right? The things that these people will share with you is not meant to hurt you or for you to take it personally. It really is meant for you to kind of take what they're telling you and fix the issue, right? I had a client that was booking all sorts of visits, right? We had some paid traffic and she was getting people to take notice and people were commenting and messaging her. She was booking all these visits, but no one was enrolling. And then when I made her do this, I made her reach out and ask them why they decided to say no. Most of them said, I love the teachers and the location and everything, but your actual physical space, the daycare itself, looks really dated. Like the paint looks like it needs to be redone. The toys look old. And this encouraged this director to close for a week and to go in and to renovate, to paint, to freshen up the toys, to switch things around. And that made a huge difference. But she wouldn't have known this if she had just thought, well, these people aren't for me, or, taking everything seriously. So do yourself a favor, ask for feedback. It is just so important. Okay. And once you know the reason, because chances are if everybody's telling you, or most of these people tell you the same thing, then chances are that there's an issue with something in your actual physical space or the way you're presenting your program to them that you can go ahead and fix so that you can get people to enroll. Okay. So as you can see, all this works together. It's not one thing that you do. It's a lot of little things that you have to do consistently to get someone to take notice, to follow, to comment, to book a visit, to go through your tour process, and then hopefully to enroll in your program. Okay. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it kind of gave you some ideas. My goal with this video is really to encourage you to kind of do an audit of your marketing engine and to really think about what you're putting out there, the messaging, your website, your social media presence, what the tour process looks like when you are, giving a tour. And then I really want to encourage you to go in and fix all the areas where you feel like your engine is leaking water. Because once you do that, then nothing can stop you from running an amazing childcare program. So that was the video for this week. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if there's other topics that you'd like me to cover on this channel. I do have a few spots available. If you're listening to me and you would like to get some marketing consulting, you need help with your social media marketing, you want to learn Facebook ads, and you just basically want to understand how online marketing works and how you can use it for your childcare business, I actually offer free trials inside the Childcare Business Growth Hub, where we offer everything you need to really grow your business. I will put those links under this video. Make sure you click on that and claim your free trial. Have an amazing rest of your day. And